everybody, welcome or welcome back. It's time for my January wrap up. This is gonna be mostly books and reading, but at the end I'm gonna throw in a tiny bit of crochet. So I'm gonna share the breakdown of my stats that are over on Storygraph. I read 15 books in the month of January, and that came to 5,488 pages. My most read category, the mood, was emotional reads. 54% were medium-paced books, 31% were fast-paced. 60% of my books were between 300 and 499 pages, followed by 33% being about the 300-page mark, and 7% being 500 plus pages. Mostly read fiction, 67%, and 13% nonfiction. Whoa, this is crazy. I have a tie for my genres, romance and contemporary at the top. So weird with the romance, like I didn't even realize. As far as format, of course, this no surprise here, 67% were audiobooks. Let's see, print was 20% and digital was 13%. English leading, and I guess I read something that was translated from Lithuanian. My average rating was 3.45. My first read was Beware the Woman by Megan Abbott. I ended up giving this one 3 stars, and to be honest with you, I don't even remember really what this one was about. I don't want to waste time bashing books or talking about things I'm not excited about, so let's move on to the next one. The next book I finished was Daisy Hates the Great Undoing by Jessa Hastings. This is part of the Magnolia Parks universe, and book number 4, I absolutely loved it. Daisy is my girl. I prefer her over Magnolia, so anything with Daisy and Christian, if you know anything about this whole series, they're my people. Absolutely love them. A lot of hot mess, a lot of drama, there's action, unrequited love. I'm still on board with this book of messy people. The Art of Scandal by Regina Block. This is about a white politician's Black wife. She now lives a lavish lifestyle after having been married to him for forever, but with him being a politician, certain secrets are coming to light, and she doesn't know if she wants to deal with what's happening, what's going on, covering up the secrets. An affair is exposed, and homegirl has finally come to the end of her rope. Just happens to meet a hot 20-something-year-old that lives in town. They have a connection unlike any other connection. This did nothing for me. I gave this one 2 stars. None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I seriously want to get back into physically reading. So this was my recent book of the month pick, and it did not disappoint. I can usually count on a thriller to get me through a slump, help me pick up my momentum, make things happen, and that's exactly what it did. 2 women in their 40s happened to run into each other at a restaurant on both of their birthdays. They're birthday twins. And one is kind of fascinated with the other, follows her to the bathroom, and accidentally bumps into her. I'm your birthday twin. They have a little conversation. A friendship is formed. They decide to work together on a podcast, as one of the women is a well-known podcaster. And the one woman that's fascinated with her wants to share her story with the world. Kind of a middle age, I'm gonna change my life and reinvent myself type of thing. Hijinks, craziness, plot twists. Definitely recommend. I gave this one 4 stars. Fast-paced thriller. Definitely recommend it. It helped me to complete my goal of physically reading a book in January. Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. It was a holiday romance. I was giving it a chance. Basically about 2 friends that grew up together. The parents are very famous and well known in the music industry. And I guess it's kind of like an unrequited love. Like, they had feelings for each other as children, and growing up, never really talked about it. Something happens to their families where they have to come together and figure out how to save the day. But this one was boring, you guys. I don't know, I don't have a lot to say. I don't really hold romance to the same caliber that I hold fiction and nonfiction. Even with the bar being set a little bit lower, this did nothing for me. Next up, Winter Street by Ellen Hildebrand. This was a holiday read. Like I said, I'm not pooping on books, so I gave this one 2 stars. It was fast-paced, but I found it just very boring. none of the characters and their interconnecting lives and the little plot twist, just, it didn't really do anything for me. Another book that I came across watching a video here on BookTube, After the Lights Go Out by John Verger. And this one, amazing. You guys, amazing. So good. Xavier Scarecrow Wallace is a mixed race MMA artist. He's kind of on the wrong side of 30. You know, in sports, after like mid-20s, it's a fast downward decline as far as your opportunities, chances, and just your stamina and being like on the top of your game. So this guy is trying to figure out how to still make a living. He's been in denial for years about having the condition CTE and dementia. Things are progressing and getting worse. And his father, who is living in an assisted living facility, dealing with his own dementia, so he's the only caregiver to take care of the dad. So he's trying to carry the weight of taking care of his father, trying to be financially stable, trying to have the means to be able to take care of his father, to be able to take care of himself, all while he's losing a grasp on a once golden career and just trying to figure out how to cope with everything. This is absolutely amazing. If you guys have read A Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, this reminds me so much of that, except it's not told in prose. So powerful, so sad. Extremely happy that I came across this one. Definitely gonna be a top contender for this year. I already know, like, it hit hard. This one hit really, really hard. Recommended. It's not that long. I gave it 5 stars. It's a lot. It's a lot. Next up, I read Volume Saga 6 by Brian K. Vaughan. You guys, one of my favorite graphic novel series. I don't know why I put it down for years, because I started this so long ago and I've absolutely loved it. I'm pretty sure most of you know what Saga is about. An intergalactic civil war between planets, people, species. There's action, drama, love, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful illustrations. I can't really say what's happened in this one. It's a total spoiler if you're planning to read the series or continuing the series. There's only a few left. I think that they stopped for maybe like 2 years. That's kind of like when I lost momentum of finishing it. But I think I only have, what, I think there's 10 now, so like 4 more. But I'm super excited. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This used to be my favorite palette cleanser. Definitely recommend it if you're looking to get into graphic novels, because there's not just the warfare and the action. There's so much character development and growth, and there's love, and touches on so many socio-economic issues that we can relate to, but put into a fun little sci-fi space. Love it. I love it so much. I can't wait to continue. Another good installment. 5 stars.